Yes, there's truly nothing like a good celebrity feud to distract one from life's responsibilities. Regardless of whether it's brand new beef or one that's been brewing for decades between established stars, a celebrity fight serves as the perfect getaway from reality. The arguably best part about famous friends sparring is that industry boundaries don't exist within these, not limiting reality stars to scrapping with actors, nor musicians to squaring up with athletes, and so forth. So without further ado, here's Where Are They Now's top 10 list of the biggest celebrity feuds. Which other celebrities have a feud that you know of? Share your responses below and let's jump right in. In our 10th spot, Taylor Swift versus Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. Who doesn't remember the time when Kanye interrupted Taylor during her 2009 MTV Video Music Awards speech and in turn started the beginning of a decade's worth of feuding events. One of the biggest, more modern day beefs surrounds Taylor, Kim, and Kanye. Though the stars have little association with one another today, there was a time when all their personalities infused and caused mutual chaos. Outside of the VMAs, there was also the time when Kanye reportedly called out Taylor in his track Famous, which the pop star immediately came out the woodwork to claim she never approved of his lyrics. Kanye fought for his song and insisted Taylor did, with his then wife Kim defending him. Kim released a video which allegedly showed Taylor giving Kanye the green light and quite literally branded Taylor a snake, though Taylor swore the context was never given. This was the feud that forced Taylor into a lengthy public break, coming back through her Reputation album and reportedly clapping back at the couple through her song Look What You Made Me Do. Before we jump into number 9, like today's Where Are They Now if you remember any of the feuds mentioned in this list. In our 9th spot, Khloe Kardashian and Kylie Jenner versus Jordyn Woods. This feud was one of the biggest of its time too, given this trio was tight with one another before their messy fallout. The Kardashians are famously known for getting into it with other celebrities, and Khloe and Kylie were no exception when it came to Jordyn. Though to be fair, this one may just be justified. In 2019, Kylie and Khloe were tangled up in a huge blow up with Jordyn, Kylie's then bestie, after Jordyn and Khloe's then partner Tristan was reportedly caught cuddling up at an LA party. Of course, the Cleveland Cavaliers player has a long history of infidelity, however Jordyn caught all the blame from Khloe for supposedly dividing her family. Kylie obviously distanced herself from the girl who allegedly ruined her family, and Khloe was adamant about not trusting Jordyn. Though at the time, Kylie was unfortunately placed right between her heartbroken sister, her sus ex-best friend, and the 6'10" Canadian cheater. Big yikes. In our 8th spot, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson versus Vin Diesel. This next one was probably one of Hollywood's pettiest feuds between actors, because Dwayne and Vin spent the entirety of their beef talking crap about each other online and in interviews. In 2016, Dwayne briefly uploaded and then later quickly deleted an Instagram post in which he publicly called out one of his male Fast and Furious co-stars for being a quote unprofessional candy ass. Well, it turned out that ass belonged to Vin, who went on to claim their intention was caused by his tough love approach while getting a performance out of Dwayne that the franchise demanded. Their feud got so bad that the pair moved on to filming an additional installment of the franchise while remaining out of all scenes together. They shot the entire movie without each other on set or in a single shot next to one another. Despite Dwayne later claiming he regretted his initial IG upload, it was without a doubt the highlight of the reported fight. In our 7th spot, Miley Cyrus versus Nicki Minaj. The VMAs seem to be a former breeding ground for kicking off older celebrity drama, including Miley and Nicki's 2015 feud. Following the female rapper's VMA win for Best Hip Hop Video, Nicki directly called out Miley during her speech for having a lot to say about me the other day in the press. She ended off one of her most famous speeches with "Miley, what's good?" Allegedly, Nicki was referencing Miley's New York Times interview where she criticized Nicki for tweeting about the lack of representation after her Anaconda video failed to receive a VMA nod for Video of the Year. Miley seemed to backtrack her comment after Nicki's callout, firing back on the VMA stage, "Hey, we're all in this industry, we all do interviews, and we all know how they manipulate." However, her tune changed in 2019 when the singer dropped a track titled Catitude, a song with lyrics "I love you Nicki, but I listen to Cardi" in it. In our 6th spot, Kim Kardashian versus Khloe Grace Moretz. Similar to Taylor Swift and her siblings, Kim attracts a ton of controversy, conflict, fans, and, you guessed it, feuds. One of her arguably longest running beefs is shockingly with none other than Khloe Grace, the former child star turned B-list actress. In 2016, their feud started when Kim uploaded one of her many Break the the internet selfies, a photo Khloe Grace deemed majorly offensive. She responded to the post, "I truly hope you realize how important setting goals are for young women, teaching them we have so much more to offer than just our bodies." Of course, Kim's fans were not about to let Khloe Grace get away with this, regardless of whether she had no ill intent. They claimed Khloe slut-shamed Kim and referred to the star as a hypocrite for her nude nylon feature in 2015. Of course, it didn't stop there. Khloe Grace also stuck up for Taylor during her feud with Kim and Kanye, calling Kim sad during her Variety interview. In response, Kim's sister Khloe ripped the actress a new one on Twitter, and Kim sent Khloe Grace and a bunch of other stars she was feuding with an underhanded Valentine's Day gift. Their beef still stands apparently. In our fifth spot, Will Smith vs Janet Hubert. Before the Will Smith-Chris Rock mess was the OG Will beef in Hollywood. Love was truly lost between Will and Janet, the actress who played the OG Aunt Viv in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air from 1990 to 1993. Janet was dismissed for creative differences with Will, alleging she was blackballed in the industry following her role in the series, and single-handedly blamed Will. Responsively, Will informed an Atlanta radio station in 1993, "I can say straight up that Janet wanted the show to be the Aunt Viv of Bel-Air show, because I know she's going to dog me in the press." Will's theory was later proven when Janet vocalized her distaste for Will 2.5 decades later. In 2011, Janet referred to Will as an egomaniac a-hole and name-dropped the actor again in 2013 when she claimed he did some heinous, horrible things to me. She also referred to Will and Carlton Banks' Alfonso Ribeiro as bad kids. Will remained quiet over Janet's publicized frustrations, however he sang her praises in 2016, vocalizing, "I think she's brilliant. As an artist, there's so many things she does. She sings, she dances, she's a really powerful artist. So I loved what she brought to Fresh Prince." In our fourth spot, Taylor Swift vs Katy Perry. Taylor and Katy had one of Hollywood's cattiest feuds from the mid-2000s onwards. The pair, who used to be close friends, supposedly grew a rift after Katy allegedly snagged a trio of backup dancers from Taylor's 2013 tour. Their conflict only grew when Taylor admitted her 1989 single Bad Blood was written about a fellow female pop star, but wouldn't name drop which celeb. However, Taylor went on to claim she basically tried to sabotage an entire arena tour, hire a bunch of people out from under me. Many assumed the comments were about Katy, who tweeted a cryptic message the next day, writing, "Watch out for the Regina George in sheep's clothing." When questioned by a fan if she would ever do a collaboration with Taylor, Katy revealed, "If she says sorry, sure." 2016 was the year Katy released Swish Swish, which loads speculated was digging at Taylor. In more recent years, the American Idol judge has broadcasted her issues with Taylor, expressing, "Honestly, it's really like she started it and it's time for her to finish it." Katy later went on to state she hoped to make amends and sent Taylor a literal olive branch as a peace offering. According to reports, Taylor gratefully accepted. In our third spot, Sarah Jessica Parker vs Kim Cattrall. Years after rumors of on-screen besties Sarah and Kim allegedly beefing behind the scenes of Sex and the City reportedly began after Sarah was paid a considerably higher amount than Kim in the last season of their series. The money dispute allegedly held up production for 2 SATC films between 2008 to 2010. The rumors of delays, amongst other things, initially caused the actresses to deny any claims of animosity. However, tensions boiled over in September 2019 when Sarah confirmed they wouldn't be creating a third film. The Daily Mail released a piece with allegations of Kim's quote, "outrageous demands," and halting production, but Kim openly shot down the story. She refuted this in a tweet which stated, "The only demand I ever made was that I didn't want to do a third film, and that was back in 2016. Though Stanford Blanche's Willie Garson even allegedly blamed Kim for their final film miss. The actress adamantly denied claims that she ever signed up for a third motion picture, stating she'd never been friends with the show's cast and how Sarah could have been nicer. After Kim's brother passed away, the drama worsened. As Sarah offered her condolences via Kim's social media post, Kim chat-sized the actress by commenting in response, "I don't need your love or support at this tragic time." It seems this will be another one of those everlasting feuds. In our second spot, Lisa Vanderpump versus the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills cast. Lisa was reportedly Vanderpump Rules' HBIC, as a longtime ROBH star has made a living off the drama, being a central cast member of 2 hit reality television shows. Her Housewives run came to a close after 9 explosive seasons due to a feud even Lisa could not handle. Puppygate. The summarized version of this conflict is that castmate Dorrit Kemsley adopted and quickly rehomed a puppy belonging to Lisa's charity, Vanderpump Dogs. But the new owners decided they didn't want to keep the pup and gave it to a shelter, which returned it back to Lisa. As harmless as it may have seemed, this catapulted other issues and dug up simmering tensions between Lisa and the remainder of her cast, which eventually forced her out. Nonetheless, Lisa still had her separate reality show, her massive Beverly Hills manor, Villa Rosa, and her entrepreneurial empire to fall back on. In our first spot, Bette Davis versus Joan Crawford. One of Hollywood's most infamous feuds in movie history features Bette and Joan. The pair worked alongside one another during filming for 1962's Whatever Happened to Baby Jane, but this collaboration only launched years of prior turmoil between them. Their lifelong hatred actually started in 1935 when Bette was filming Dangerous and fell for her co-star Franchot Tone. Joan knew about Bette and Franchot and still wound up enticing and marrying Franchot anyway. The actresses' rivalry peaked to new heights when Baby Jane saw them taking any given opportunity to purposely sabotage one another. Reportedly, Joan filled Bette's pockets with rocks for a scene, hoping the actress would hurt her back when she dragged her. As a tit for tat, Bette sought revenge by aggressively kicking Joan in the head as opposed to her stomach like the scene demanded. Bette went on to receive an Oscar nomination for her role, winding up a jealous Joan to hit up the remaining nominees and ask if she could accept the award on their behalves. And Bancroft ended up winning and Joan accepted the statue as planned. That's been today's WATN. I've been your host Michaela and thanks for watching, friends.